Okay, today we're going to talk about tools for trucking, electronic tools specifically. Now I highly recommend, if you're going to be a trucker, that you get an iPad. I started with a laptop, and a laptop is just slow and pathetic and doesn't do half the things that I can do with my iPad. My iPad allows me to write on the screen. It's instant access, it's small, the battery lasts forever, and it's got all kinds of neat stuff for trucking. Let me show you. Okay, so you got your iPad, you got it all set up. Here's some of the cool tools that are available. Let me go into trucking here. Alright, first of all, you'll notice this tool right here, PDF Max. What this is a PDF tool, and it allows you to write on the screen, annotate PDFs, but basically you can create a form, and once you do that, you can put all your load information on it in handwriting. It's very simple. I write it all with my finger, and all my information is right there for the load, whether the Qualcomm's on or not. I also have another one that I use to record all my temperatures on the produce loads so that I have a written record. Very handy app. I suggest it. And once again, you can only do this on the iPad or maybe on a tablet PC, I don't know. But it's really easy with the iPad. Another really useful tool, get back into trucking here, is GoodNotes. GoodNotes allows you to save copies of all kinds of stuff that you're going to accumulate while you're out there, like settlements. I have all my settlements, records of all the settlements from Stevens. Nice, easy to read. I have records of transflows in case someone decides to tell me that they didn't get their transflow. Well, I've got it right here, so I can email it to them, I can fax it to them, I can do whatever I need to do to make sure they have the transflow. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Copies of your logbooks. With the electronic logs, you can download logbooks, sign them, keep copies of all of it right here. This is my 2013, so it's kind of empty, obviously, since it's January. Let's see, what else? I track my yard visits, all the paperwork from there. Just everything. You know, you want to keep records. Records are very important, especially if you're going to be on Alliance. Another good program to have is Numbers. Numbers allows you to have spreadsheets, which obviously tell you how you're doing, what you're making, what you're going to make. And as you can see here, I track my settlements, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for each month. The mileage, fuel costs, everything factors in here. I get a pretty close idea of what I'm going to make for that transflow. Another one I made for myself is hours of service. This is a lot easier than trying to create, you know, figure it out on your own, looking at the Qualcomm. It's just kind of cryptic. See here, I can see throughout the days, I just did a reset. So if I scroll back, you can see it tells you how many hours you're going to have over the days, what date, so you can figure out by your trip. You know, I got 3 days, this is how many hours I'm going to have available, this is what I'm getting back, etc., etc., etc. You have to make this stuff, obviously. It's a spreadsheet, so it doesn't come that way. You have to actually program it. I made a little sheet here to keep track of my scales, just to make that a little easier. Basically, you just put in your scale weights, what fuel you think you're going to add. It does an adjusted weight here, it tells you right here how far you need to slide it, in which direction to balance it out. Now you can do that on your own, but I like convenience, so I made that. I also keep track of my mileage on here. total accumulated miles for the truck. And over here I've got stats over the years, how many miles, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So that's all very good. The more records and the more information you have, the better off you're going to be. Alright, what else do we got on here? See, this iPad is just invaluable. I track all my expenses right here in categories. That's great come tax time. I have all the different budgets set up, how much is spent on each one. I have all my different fuel cards, so I know, you know, how much I've got, showers, credits, whatever. I keep track, and we have navigation here, just maps and different Google Earth and different tools for that. Another very handy app is this one. It's called Tap Forms. What this lets you do is create a database, and I've created a database of shippers and receivers. It tells me whether there's parking or not. It also has this nice little map view. Once it loads, it gives you an aerial shot of that shipper and receiver. That way you know exactly what you're going into, what to expect. Another great little program that I just picked up, and this replaces that truck stop book, is this one right here. It's called Truck and Travel. And once I let it go here, it'll zoom in on your current location, or you can move it around to wherever. And what it does is it shows you all the truck stops in your area. If I can zoom in on one here, like here's the Pilot. I don't know if you can see that, but if I click on it, it'll tell me the exit number and all that good information. If I click on it here, it brings up this box, which gives me everything I need to know. Parking places, what amenities are there, etc., etc., etc. This has filters. I can filter it for cat scales, for parking only, all kinds of different things I can filter out on this map so that I see just what I want to see. Very, very handy tool. Like I said, it replaces that truck stop book, and it puts it right at your fingertips. Another handy tool, My Radar. You want to know what the weather is going to be and get alerts. This is the tool for you. It shows you exactly what's going on throughout the country, where you're going. You can get weather for specific areas. You just put the little crosshair over the area. You can zoom in. It gives you alerts. See right here, it's telling me there's a flood warning. It will actually make an alarm for tornado alerts and things like that, severe winter storms. So it's a very, very handy tool as far as knowing what's ahead of you on the road. That's called My Radar. Another great program on here. This is kind of handy when you go to those produce places and you got to count up pallets and cases. You can set this up and just basically click it as they go into the truck, and you get a total count. Kind of makes that nice. That's my icon there. Let's see, another one, TransFlow. This is works much better on the phone. You can get this for an iPhone as well. You can also get this on the PC, but you have to have a flatbed scanner. This lets you do your TransFlows, obviously, without having to be at a truck stop. It's kind of handy in some areas of the country. Another great program on here is, if I can find it, AutoCare. Yes, it's called AutoCare, but it tracks your fuel mileage and all sorts of good stuff like that. You can program in your PMs and other things for odometer settings, which you want to get rid of that pop-up there. Oh, it's on here too. Okay, it was on both. Yeah. Anyway, that'll let you keep track of what you're doing with your truck, mileage-wise and PM-wise. And let's see, was there anything else really important here? That's pretty much it. But as you can see, that's really quite a bit. Those are all tools available for the iPad and iPhone. Much better on an iPad, obviously. As you can see, I have mine mounted right there, so it's convenient. Qualcomm, everything's right there, easy to work with. So anyway, I hope you found this video informational and can make use of some of these products. And y'all have a great day.